Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we have been on patrol now for several days in Sector BD. And finally, we have contact. Just found them on the hydrophone. And they were, a little bit further over here, weren't they? They're bearing 60 or 70. Oh, there they are. What do we got? We have two British... Or are they British? Or they're Commonwealth anyway. Ships. Let's get them locked in. Right. Slightly always difficult to see when there's two ships back to back to try and identify them. But she appears to be... Does she have... I think she's a Liberty. Yeah, the Avondale Park. I think it's a Liberty. Right. Let's get her locked in there. Yes, look at the flag. Let's get her angle of bow. Right, her angle of bow is 60. So, let's get this ready to go. So, 60 on this side. Let's track and lock and track. Good. So we know she's a Liberty. Let's get her range sorted then. Right. Oh, come on. Let's not have waves lashing over the periscope right at this moment. Right, there we go. Set there. 9 cables. Lovely. And do a speed calculation. Let's get tubes 1 and 2 flooded. Both T1s, that's fine. A Liberty is definitely probably a 2 torpedo ship anyway, so it seems like the right move. And behind her looks to be one of the Empire trade ships. Okay, stand by. Six knots. Okay. So she's got a hull length of 134.6. 130, 20, 110, 20, 130. Right there. Which gives us about 5, I would say. .47 meters, it reckons. That's not right, is it? 47 meters can't be right. No, it says 5. Normally that goes to... Oh, actually, let's click that. There you go, 4.7. There you go. That's better. It's not meters, it's degrees now. If you get that tracked over, that's what we were missing. Right. That's all tracking. Gyro angle is working out what's best. Right, it's a little bit of time. What have we got in the background then? Magog. And that looks like a... yeah, some sort of Empire Tower, I think. Right, let's continue to track this, and as soon as the calculations are right, gyro angle is calculating. As soon as that's ready to go, we'll fire. Okay, stand by. Probably another half a turn to go. Tubes 1 and 2 flooded, ready to fire. Going to reduce the dispersion just a little. Stand by to fire. Fire. Tube 1 away. Tube 2 away. Right. Tube 3. Flood. Unlock. Alright, let's get this one quickly locked in. This looks to be a tower. Speed will be 6 knots again, I would imagine. Angle of bow is 95. About there. Alright, lock, track. Speed 6 knots, yeah. Let's get the range. "13 cables. Stand by to fire. Fire. Los! Right, we'll get tube 4 flooded just in case we need it. Now, the torpedoes fired at the Liberty. Hopefully between the time we fired the first two and the third, there's not going to be enough time for the ship to dodge, the secondary ship that is. So first torpedo impact, Trevor. Second one, Trevor. 2 great hits on the Liberty there. Oh, that is, yeah. Huge gouges in the side of her hull. Ferocious fires. She's got to be a goner. Meanwhile, the Empire Tower. She hasn't gone yet. Stand by. Yeah, if we can get a nice couple of kills here, that'll be absolutely lovely. And so we had the Avondale Park has sent a message out, which means she is probably sinking, and she's sent out her distress beacon telling about where they are, abandoning ship. Meanwhile, this one, who's this? This is, oh, Magog. Has she sped up? Has she slowed down? Has she changed her course? Will the torpedo make a clean contact, or will it miss? Waiting is always the worst part. Okay, we missed. She has changed her speed, so we've managed to miss on the second time. So, surface the boat, man the deck gun. Okay, here we are. Seas are a little bit choppy, but we are gonna do our best with the deck gun. Just be steady with the shots. And we want to get some good heavy hits round at the rear of this ship. The stern is always the weakest. It's like back in the old sailing ships, you always used to rake the stern of a ship. One of the weakest points. So we're getting some armor-piercing shots right into the stern now. We're trying to get, if we can get it down to the water level, that would be ace. Chance of hitting propellers. There we go. Firing into all the mechanical gubbins in the back. And causing some heavy damage. There we go. She's got a fire raging away. Big black hole in the rear. The fire is just been put out, but I think their propulsion has been damaged as we're closing in on them. Right. Continue to pound the rear. There's a slightly off shot. Oh, big wave. There we go. That is a thick, look at the thick black smoke coming up. She's burning hot now. That's not going to be put out quickly. We just want to overwhelm the cruise at the moment. Oh, he says that the fire gets put out. Is that because she's taking on water? I don't know. Oh, that's a bit short, that one. Get them shots down the waterline. Okay, that's the front of the ship is now on fire. It looks like they were trying to put the fire out, but it may be on the internals and it's spreading. This is a good sign. Let's get some holes along the side of the hull. I don't think she'll be able to rescue this ship. I think she's sinking up the stern. Look at that. Shot towards the front to help water when the bow starts to go down into the water. There we go. All stop. Okay, they've abandoned ship. It's just whether or not the ship is going to sink straight away. We may need to encourage her down, but that is 2 ships sunk. A Liberty and an Empire Tower. That may be our minimum quota for the tonnage, which is good news. It's nice to get it early. Come on, sink away. Okay, she's still there. She's not sinking. We can't hang about all day. So let's get the ship ablazing. Let's get her sinking as quick as we possibly can. With the SOS that the Avondale sent out, we can't sit here forever. There you go, she's ablaze. Now she should start to sink. There we go. She's gone. Great stuff. Right, secure the deck gun. Okay, with the survivors huddled in the life raft, we're going to get moving, get out of this location. There was a risk of large numbers of search aircraft in this zone, so we are not going to hang around. We're going to get moving and see if we can find any further enemy tonnage in this vicinity. Let's press on. Contact bearing 4-5. Possible multi-contacts. Okay, contacts received. Let's head up to the Attack periscope. Get those torpedoes ready. We'll need them shortly. Periscope up. Right, let's have a look. So it was 45, wasn't it? Oh, it's not actually. It's more 55. We have fast-moving ships, an NA-1 freighter, and an Empire trade. SS Storm 1. They look Norwegian. Now, Norwegian. We have been at war since we invaded Norway in 1940. So I think the sea is nice and calm. So let's lock onto this one. Get her identified. We'll fire a torpedo and maybe jump up and sink the NA-1. That looks like... no. Empire Explorer. Empire Explorer it is. Right. Right, let's get the angle about. First of all, let's get this into blue mode. Alright, there we go. Angle about. Okay, angle about is 47. Let's get that set to 47. No, wrong side. Beg your pardon. There we go. Let's get these reset just in case. Okay, 47. Let's get the statometer to work out the range. Is 11 cables. Now, finally, let's get the speed set. Okay. This will be a nice couple of ships for our tonnage. I think this Empire ship is probably, what they reckon, possibly 6,000 tons. Similar to an Empire Explorer is about 6,000 tons, and the NA-1 is probably about 2,000 tons. So you're probably looking at a good, roughly about 8,000 tons here. So yeah, that will certainly smash our objective tonnage. All the while, we are looking to improve our U-boat to take some more of the challenging 6 knots, more the challenging orders. You know, we now have the snorkel fitted to our U-boat, as well as an improved conning tower with extra anti-aircraft fire available. So we are certainly building ourselves and our experience up to be one of the key ships in the eyes of the BDU, and we'll hopefully be getting some more challenging and more rewarding missions and orders in the near future. Right, so 11 cables, 6 knots. Has that all calculated? It has nicely. Right, so what do we got? We got a T2, T1. There we go. Let's go to T1 in. Let's set this to 40 knots. There we go. Good. Angle of bow is tracking. Gyro angle is calculating, which is good. Right, we'll just continue to monitor the measurements, make sure everything is okay. Yeah, maybe we should fire out the NA-1 first. That seems to be going slower. I could be imagining it. Right, how are we looking? Some time yet. Okay, time has passed. This Empire Explorer is now almost directly in front of us, and seems to be coming past the NA-1 in the background. So obviously that's well, just the way the distance it is, it makes it look like it's going past. We've probably got a couple more cycles of the gyro angle before that is clicked to the best angle of firing. Tube 2 is flooded, 40 knots, all good to go. Neither ship has any deck guns or armaments, it would appear, so yeah, I'm quite happy to use the deck gun to finish off the NA1 as well. Gyro angle coming around now. What is the length of an Empire Explorer? It's 123 meters. Just in case you want to do it, there'll be a 3-degree dispersion. Well, that's okay. Just that amount of interest. Empire Explorer, 5,490 tons displacement. Okay. Stand by to fire Tube 2. Stand by. Lost!
Los!
Let's lock on to the NA1. See if we can get this quickly identified. We might be able to get a torpedo away as well. Right, recognize, right. Angle about is 98. So, let's get this set out. Angle about is 98. Range 11 cables, speed we may miss the impact of the first ship, but that's just what we're going to have to risk. While we're doing this, what we got, T1 flood, 40 knots.
Feindliches Schiff wurde getroffen.
We got it. Good hit. Right. Speed set. Tube 3. Fire.
Los!
Right. That first torpedo hit, we just missed it due to the calculations of the second shot, but that seems to be a death blow. That fire is raging. You can hear the alarms. The NA1 is probably changing its speed, its course, trying to be erratic just in case, you know, they see there's another torpedo coming in. There is another torpedo coming in, hopefully on target. Right, I'll try and get both in shot so you can see the ship burning away. Yet you can still see the excuse me, the new contact, the NA1. Somewhere between us and it is a torpedo, hopefully on a collision course. If not, deck gun action, we all love a bit. As I say, this Empire Explorer may not sink straight away, and we may need to finish her off with the deck gun, which is fine. But it would be nice if they sunk with just the torpedo hits. Makes it a lot quicker, makes it a lot simpler. Oh, the weight for the torpedo. Okay, as the other ship sinks beneath the waves, we've missed. As a rush shot, and I think this ship varied its speed. It almost stopped at a time. Probably try and pick up some survivors from the Empire Explorer. But it just allows us one more chance to surface the boat and man the deck gun. Okay, there she is, the NA1. We've closed in on her. Let's get some shots into the stern. Hopefully around the water level as well. Hopefully that will weaken the ship. Slow her down. Kill her propulsion. Blow off that rear mast. Okay, you can see she's really low at the stern already. Get a couple of shots a bit lower than that along the waterline. There you go. Splash and a flash. That's what you want. Splash and a flash means that shells hit the water right at the waterline of the hull, and the flash is the shell impacting, making a hole through the hull of the ship. Fantastic. And only a few shots later, an NA1 is slipping beneath the waves. Good stuff. Right, secure the deck gun. Let's rig this ship for a dive. Let's get out of here. We'll offer some blankets and some water to these survivors here. Wish them all the best, and then we'll be continuing on. Hi everyone, welcome back. Look at this. The sun is shining, the sea is gorgeous. We're sitting up here on the top of the conning tower, just enjoying the moment. This is beautiful. There are some good times when you're at sea, even during a war. There are moments that you can sit there and savour it. What a beautiful day. We've got our watch team searching the skies for any enemy aircraft. Nothing yet, thankfully. The skies seem clear, which is just as well. We've got our anti-aircraft gun here, as you can see, on our larger than normal Winter Garden. Yeah, we had the upgrades to the conning tower and Winter Garden, so we've got a larger Winter Garden. And these two positions here, we can mount some temporary anti-aircraft guns, so we can get a couple of anti-aircraft guns on those, and obviously we have our anti-aircraft gun on the back. We still have that storage container on the back of the sub. We could probably drop that off if it's empty, but the extra storage could come in handy, you never know. But as the watch crew continue to search the skies and the horizon for any contacts, the Jolly Roger flies, and one of the crew just takes a moment to sit back, have a ciggy, and think about things back home. The cry goes up. Contact. What do we got? Here he comes. Oh, fly over. He hasn't dropped any bombs. Okay, no drop first time round. He's now circling around, coming to get us. Stand by. We've got the guys on the guns. Is he coming? He's coming in again. Let's let him commit to his run. Then we'll go hard starboard or port, depending how it goes. I can hear the dings as these gunners are firing. Here he comes. Hard starboard.
Sieh den Kurs an.
Good hit, sir. Reload.
präzise Koordinaten setzen.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Got his engine. He's going in. He's going in. Ooh, good shooting. Good shooting. A Sunderland sent to the bottom. Ooh, and with that, stand down, everyone. Continue to search the skies. I was just talked that aircraft up, didn't I? Right, rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Slow speed ahead. Slow it down. Let's save the fuel. Okay. Got the XO is still manning the gun, just in case. Fair enough. Wait till the watch crew up and then we can maybe swap you over. Okay, and with that, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me and the crew of U-564 as we continue our patrol in Sector BD. We had 7,000 tons to sink. We've sunk more than that. I think we've sunk 4 ships so far. And just as I was talking, a short Sunderland comes over. Fortunately, it didn't drop bombs. I think it may have already engaged another U-boat further along on its search, and it just came in the guns. I've just noticed the blackened spot there on the edge of the conning tower. Clearly, we took a couple of hits from the gunners on the Sunderland, but we seem to be okay. No crew injured. All systems seem to be working. So we're going to leave it there for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it. Join us next time for the continuation of this patrol. And let's see how far U-564 can go.